ELA, and then the science for the 8th grade and 7th grade also test social studies. So we call it state assessment testing season, kind of like deer season or pheasant or whatever, pretty much. We're at for a long time, but anyway, so here's just a few of the things we're doing. Our stuff's trending well. We feel like a lot of time to walk through, so I threw that up there. But 6-hour study lab, we worked to kind of refine that time and be sure we're more, deliberate in what we're doing with our kids. Daily grade levels, that's probably the third one down, the third bullet there is probably where our biggest bang for our buck is coming. It's not cheap, but we meet every day. Our grade level core teachers meet every day for 45 minutes, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. They spend a lot of time going through all this stuff right here. The data, the information, whatever it is. And I like to say every second is efficient. It's not, every second is not totally efficient, but it's pretty efficient because we've reduced our DNF list, we've improved our scores, lots of good things have come from the PLC time. It's been a really good thing. And so the other thing I don't have up here, which I was thinking about some of our data, we've put in the last couple of years an eligibility policy, which has been a weekly eligibility, which I dragged my feet on that for 15 years. I should have done my first day here, but ever since then, I feel like things have trended well. The kids have worked hard. Those especially like to be involved in activities, they realize, oh, I need to, be sure I'm keeping track of my grades. The next thing you know, they're learning something in class. The next thing you know, our scores are going up. It was very interesting. I publish that every Monday, and this week I didn't have to publish one because we didn't have anybody on the DNF as far as eligible kids and athletes. So it's very interesting. But and we're, of course, we're doing the other things, mini tests and interns, and the other thing we do is just kind of a thing that I don't know how many parents look at it. I hope every parent does. I'm not sure if I've ever looked at it as a parent, but maybe I will. But we send out a weekly what's happening document, and what it does is it's teacher lesson plans, and it just kind of forces all of our teachers to be a little accountable, say, hey, what am I doing? What are my standards this week? What am I teaching? Kind of forces everyone to be a little bit organized on that Sunday night or whatever it is. It just kind of helps, I feel like, our flow during the week. So just in those things. But so that's kind of a nice thing, but I will try to look at this week and I'll send it to you guys now. But anyway, so we do some good stuff there. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. Questions you guys have for us? Thank you. Thank you.
Let's go on.
Ditto. I feel like I'm just like, what do you guys want to talk about that you see up there? I think one thing that we started, not even this year, if you go down the weekly vocabulary checks, last year we started having early conversations about what things do all the teachers, regardless whether you teach math, science, English, band, shop, welding, whatever, what do we all have in common? And that's one thing that we talked about was vocabulary. We all have vocabulary words that we use, weekly. They may be different per class, etc., but we all have new vocabulary that we're going to introduce our kids to. And that's something that we felt as a staff starting last year that we could start doing vocabulary checks with every week. And one thing that we do on our walkthrough document is that we started this year is to make sure that, and this kind of aligns with our key standards, is to make sure that we are posting that vocabulary up on the wall. And it can be posted anywhere in your room. Obviously our students have laptops, so it might be posted in the weekly assignment, maybe the daily assignment for that teacher. And typically when I go through a walkthrough, hey, I don't see your vocabulary posted anywhere. Is it in Schoology where the kids can look at it as well? So it may not be always in the room, just question, hey, where's it at as far as where the kids can see it? Standard alignment, this as well, we give our teachers in a PLT, time to obviously and they've been teaching for a long time, and they're just like, what do I have to do? Where you're at that day for that maybe for that new teachers, but they didn't specifically go in the field. When workforce, they and picking up on other things that we do a little bit different. The gift that we have at the high school what has been a trend with them, what has happened not only academically, but what's going on in their life. They say, hey, where did they dip?